Hello everybody, it is almost Christmas, so I thought I should make a video. So I thought I could make a December TBR if anybody wanted recommendations. I personally really like these. During quarantine, I really got into BookTube. I just thought it was so relaxing to watch and also made me feel productive because it made me want to read and want to get stuff done. It was also just nice having something on in the background. Okay, so a lot of my books for December, I decided I wanted to read a lot of romance novels, something cute, something sweet, lighthearted, because I have college apps. I have college apps and finals. So to help out with my mental state and to make some joyous cheer for Christmas, which is next week, this first book was supposed to be read in October. It is When We Were Magic, and it is such a good book. I was supposed to read in October, and the reason is it's about witches. Not exactly witches like on Halloween, when you get dressed up and you have that witch hat or anything. No. These witches currently do not have the dust sleeve, so I'll put an image of it right here. Okay, I'm just gonna read the first part. I didn't mean to kill Josh Harper. Really, I didn't. It's just that I was nervous and condoms are more complicated than I was expecting, and one thing led to another, and well, there's blood everywhere and he's dead. It is so good. It is so funny. It's about this fun friend group that comes from different backgrounds but come together for magic and the troubles behind it, you know, teenage drama in senior year. Of course it all happens, but in trying to bring him back to life and fix this mistake of killing him, I know killing him is a mistake, trying to fix this mistake, they instead, I guess you could say, dismember him in a way. And they have to get rid of the body parts in order to fix what has happened. And slowly things begin to unravel, and that is kind of where the whole story unfolds. I finished this the first week of December, and I finished it so quickly. I read it and immediately I was hooked. I was reading through it, it made me laugh, it was so good, and I guess you could say a little gory, but it's not too bad. And my friends would ask me to say, like, I would call them and just tell them the funny lines that I'd see throughout the book, and all of us are obsessed. And they haven't even read it. We're all completely obsessed with these characters, and it totally reminds us of our separate friend groups. It's just, oh my god, if you want a really good friendship novel that is just funny, highly recommend this. Highly, highly recommend this. Okay, so this next book, the author is Rainbow Rowell, and I'm kind of obsessed. My friend Gabrielle loves it. She was kind of the first person that told me about it, and then my friend Mia is so obsessed with this author. And so the book is Fangirl, and this book led to a 3-part series of two, I guess you could say, wizards. It's very similar to Harry Potter, is kind of a different version of that wizardy world. This book revolves around a college freshman named Kath, and she is a huge fangirl of this Simon Snow series, which is what she released. Huge fan, and she writes fan fiction on it to the point where like thousands upon thousands of people are reading her stories, and she's releasing it and has a huge passion for it and goes to college for creative writing. And this follows the story of her journey creating her version of the Simon Snow series and falling in love with a college guy. I'm not gonna say who, but falling in love with a college guy and that little story. It has a bunch of smaller stories inside of it, and it also goes along with the story of her family, which I thought was so cute, and I thought it really added dimension to the character, I guess you could say. But such a good book. It is so wholesome and sweet, and me and my friends talk about it all the time. Whenever I read it, they were like, okay, what chapter are you on? We have to talk about it now. Like, stop what you're reading. We have to talk about this, but I can't say anything. And my friend Mia actually bought this for my 18th birthday this year. And can we just talk about the cover artwork? Okay, by the way, this right here, this is Simon and Baz. And then this right here is the lovely, lovely couple. And that is the whole theme. My next book is actually a series. From what I know, there's only 2 parts of the series. I don't know if she's releasing another one, but as for right now, it's just 2, and it's the American Royals series. Yeah, I guess you could say I was really excited to read this. But it all revolves around how George Washington becoming king, and it's as if there wasn't the whole presidency thing, and instead it went to American royalty as American royals. It revolves around a first-in-line successor to the throne, Beatrice, who is the first woman to ever, I guess you could say king, but she'll be queen of the entire US. Sorry. She'll be queen of the entire US, and it revolves around kind of that soap opera drama of this happening, that happening, drama ensues. So, okay, look. I was really excited about this series. Okay, you probably don't know who I'm talking about. So it's Take a Hint, Dani Brown, and Get a Life, Chloe Brown. And I first heard about these books from Fictional Fates. He's actually one of the booktubers I watch. And he was reading through a bunch of romance novels, and he started talking about this one and how he fell in love with the characters and the story, and how the characters have so much dimension. And it's by a British author, so of course he loved it. So I'm gonna start out with Take a Hint, Dani Brown. So this story follows Danica Brown, and she is a very career-driven gal. And at one point, she decides to have a friends with benefits because she feels as though the only use for a partner, no matter the gender, is for sex. That's about it. So she starts to fall in love, I'm assuming, with this friends with benefits relationships. And through this relationship, she decides to fake it to everyone that they are actually in one. And I'm assuming it's so that they stop asking. There was actually a Netflix movie that came out similar to that, but I'm excited for that. And this one is about a girl who basically plots her entire life out and has to-do lists for every little thing until she decides she wants to actually do something with her life. There's this motorcycle rebel with tattoos who, the opposite of her, decides to take her out and go crazy. And apparently there's more to him than it seems, so curious, don't know. But above all, 2 romantic novels, very excited. Okay, so the first of my Christmas books is 10 Blind Dates, and it follows this girl named Sophie who has overprotective parents and a long-term boyfriend named Griffin. Now it becomes Christmas time, and suddenly they have a breakup, and she's left heartbroken. And so what does the family do? They set her up on 10 blind dates. It seems like it would be a really funny novel, of course, cheesy romantic novel, what can I say? And however, Griffin comes back to try and get her back. However, she starts to fall for one of the blind dates. I don't know, I thought it was really funny to read that, especially because I have a huge family and I could not imagine them setting me up on 10 blind dates. Just imagine. I feel like that'd actually be a really good story. One Day in December, that is my second Christmas December book. It follows Lori, who sees this man on a bus and their eyes meet, and she's like, that's my guy. This is how I'm describing it. That's my man. And so she goes on this huge search looking at bus stops and cafes all around London to find this guy. Until Christmas, when her friend introduces her boyfriend, and guess who it is? The guy in the bus. And that follows a 10-year friendship between the 3 of them. That sounds so awkward. Oh my god, just imagine a 3-year friend group and you're the 3rd wheel. Yeah, not a fan. Anyways, it follows that entire story of drama, heartbreak, everything ensues. That's this book. Okay, so I actually do not have my last book with me. It's currently in the mail, but it revolves around New Year's, and it's called This Time Next Year. And it revolves around these 2 people called Minnie and Quinn, who were born on New Year's 1990. They were the first people to be born in 1990. Huge deal. But the 2 of them both seem to have really bad luck with their lives and completely unfortunate. And they keep meeting over and over, especially at the 13th birthday and around the 30th birthday. They meet around New Year's time, of course, and they always believe that one is more fortunate than the other. That's how it goes. But as time goes on, how many chances do you have to see this other person? So that's kind of what the story follows. It follows them barely ever getting to see each other and slowly falling in love, and it's supposed to be really funny. So I actually haven't read a lot of rom-coms, and this is also the first time I have recorded my TBR, so I'm hoping it's pretty good. I hope people are gonna enjoy this video. I just really love them, and I hope I can improve upon them. But I'm really excited. I always kind of lean towards mystery or fantasy, so getting a change into a more contemporary novel revolving around romance seems so fun to me. Anyways, that's where we're at. I will see you guys in the next video.